Hello, good afternoon. We'll continue the training program. And this afternoon, our desire is to handle image quicker. So ensure you have gone through 1.0 to 1.8 to be able to visualize 1.9. The desire is to be able to handle an image. In subsequent videos, we're managing saving data files or information on data files, but we do not handle the image. Now, in order for us to solve this exercise, we have created a single data file, like managing information about an employee. And in this case, we have three fields in our data type. We have the name, the telephone number, and the image. The reason why our telephone is a primary key is because among the three fields in this data file, the name cannot be used as our unique key because many people can have the same name. The image data cannot be used in this case because to handle image, we need to be using face recognition, use another function that goes beyond the scope of our learning. That is why, since two people can't have the same telephone number, we are using telephone number as our primary key. Now, for us to be able to save image, our data file, the field image should has as data type sound image binary. Take note, ensure that your data type is sound image binary, and the subtype is image binary image. This will enable you to handle images. When you have successfully created this data type, remember our primary key is telephone. But for the sake of this, I don't even need primary key since we are not creating a link to another data file. When we have successfully created this data file, as we have been studying in subsequent details already, or webinar sections, we can directly put all of these elements on the window. So you can create a window called picture, and you can add the static stickers below. I've just added a static sticker and I'm putting the text, welcome to learning Albumpicker. The Albumpicker is a name of the function that enables us to pick pictures. Those are the used to the WINDEV and the WINDEV Mobile. We have learned F-select. F-select also functions in WINDEV Mobile, but when you want to work with images, it's preferable you work with Albumpicker because it's more appropriate for the mobile device. So let me remove it to the static header, for example. So I know from subsequent videos that I'm ready to see all of this. Okay, then I have just inserted an image, as you can see. I've just put it under the creation. I'm sure we can all be able to do this. Under the creation section, we have the image. We have this last time. We have image. So you can already just have the image and stop. And we know we have the possibility to resize it. Okay. Now this image is this particular image field has a name. But now if you take a cursor closer to it, you see it is IMG no name 1. So we name it, for example, let me call it IMG pick. Okay, IMG pick. Now I have the edit field to enter the name and the edit field to enter the telephone number. Inside this image, this is where I want to manage the code. Now, let me test this window on default mode so that you see what it will look like. If I test this image, this particular window in test mode, you are going to observe that that particular field will be displayed like what you see, but the images section is showing nothing. But by default, you should be able to see a catalog or a default image when it is empty, so that you are reminded that you have to upload an image. So what do we need to do? Now, inside our coding section on the window, we'll right-click and under the description section, we are going to add a catalog. As you can see, we'll add an image of the catalog. But remember that you can also browse if you have an image already which you want to use. Now, let me use person, for example. These are the images about person. So I can decide to use this to depict them whenever it is empty, so that it contains that particular catalog whenever it is empty. Okay, that is a catalog. You see that initially when I'm going to test this window, whenever an image is not provided in the space, it's going to return this catalog. Now, we add now the code that does the picking. Let's add now the code that does the picking of the image. Now, the very first thing we're going to learn is variable declaration. Remember, you can right click and take code or F2 on your keyboard. On the code section, there are multiple sections, but I'm going to be putting the code under click so that each time I click on the image here, it should give me the possibility to do that. I want to declare a function, a variable called pick image, pick underscore image. And I want to declare to be a string. In the W language, the word is, the verb is used to declare variables easily. So pick image is a string. Okay. Now, you see, he has added this s in form of this variable because it is a string. If it's an int, it will be an I. So whenever you declare, it adds it here. So now, the particular s picker, which I have just declared, pick, sorry, pick s pick image, the variable I declare above, is equals to Albumpicker. Album. This is a function, Albumpicker. I'll leave it empty for now. You see that I can declare, I can specify exactly what I want to pick. If I want to pick an image only, I can choose album image. If I want to pick a video, I can choose album video. But when I allow it empty, like what I've done now, is to enable it pick both image and videos. So when you specify one, you will not be able to use it for the other. Now, the name, remember the name of this particular field is img, IMG, to stand for image underscore p. So I'll say, okay, img underscore p should take the value of sp. What am I doing here? I'm saying that if you take the value of this picker up, it means after obtaining this value from the album picker, let that particular field img take this new value. Let's see what will happen. Okay. See, let me run this window. Remember, we inserted our catalog. So the catalog is doing this work. Now, let me click. When I click on it, it's going to send me to an area where I can pick an image. As soon as I click this is working because I click on the image, it's taking me to the possibility of picking an image. And when I click the image, what happens? The image replaces the catalog that is on. So in this video, our focus was to work on the function of Albumpicker that will enable us to pick an image. So we are studying other codes in order to see it. We can move out and be including now in the program. And hopefully, subsequently, we are going to handle the possibility to also use